Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing well. I have this evil villain revolving chair here today. Very much my aesthetic. Today I thought I'd keep it really simple and do a little fragrance review. You guys know that I previously posted a video on my Chanel Noir fragrance. You guys can check out the video here. And today I'm going to talk about two other fragrances in my perfume arsenal. So let's begin. Firstly, we have Chanel No. 5 Le. I'm not sure if I'm completely butchering the pronunciation, Le, but Chanel Le No. 5 is a super light fragrance. I personally love using this fragrance when I get out of the shower. It's incredibly light, it's incredibly fresh, and the official website describes it as the embodiment of the now and forever fragrance. So what I love about this is that it is not heavy. It is not one of those musky fragrances. It is something that's incredibly light, something that I personally will take in my travel bag when I am taking a flight, because it has hints of lemon and orange, and I believe the translation literally translates into water, which gives you an idea of the lightness of the fragrance overall. It's a type of scent that I feel does not in any way make people around you feel cloistered by your scent, and it is incredibly light and durable. However, what I'd like to also mention is that personally for me, I like fragrances that linger. I love scents that linger on my clothes and on my skin and is long lasting, and this personally for me is not that. However, as you guys may know, certain fragrances react differently to certain skin types, so what works for me is not necessarily going to work for you, or it might react to your skin differently. But for people that love fresh scents, Chanel Le is a great fragrance. It retails at $136. That is here below for your reference, and it is available at Bloomingdale's. Okay, this next fragrance is by far one of my favorite fragrances. It has to be the most incredible perfume that I have used, and it's definitely on my top favorites next to Tom Ford and Chanel No. 5. I absolutely love this fragrance, and it's by MATIERRE, which actually translates to from the source, and Santal Austral is the first fragrance that I started using by them. This is also available at Bloomingdale's, and it is $9.50 for 100 ml. However, just a singular spritz of this fragrance is enough. So I know you might be thinking, or some of you might be thinking, that $9.50 is a lot for a fragrance. However, when I tell you that this smells like $1 million, trust me, it does, especially if you're based in Dubai. This really gives me a combination of elegant oud and woody kind of tones. It is so opulent, so decadent, so luxurious. I definitely highly recommend this fragrance, because it is one of those scents that really hits you in the face. I feel like if you walk by someone wearing this, they are left in the aftermath of a glorious, scented vision of what your world could be. Now, I know that was quite elaborate and quite confusing for some of you sitting at home, but I just cannot emphasize how much I love this fragrance and how sad I am that it's ending, because now I have to restock. I think that this is one of my top favorite fragrances of all time. And the way that I rate my fragrances is how long they last, and of course the scent itself. The scent itself is, to me, decadent and opulent without being overpowering, but it borders on just being the right amount of powerful without being overpowering, and that's what I love about it. It's one of those scents, if I could describe this in clothes, I think of Yves Saint Laurent tuxes and just crisp shirts and just a all-round elegant aesthetic, and Matiere Premiere certainly delivers on that, because it is by far one of the best fragrances that I have used to date and you guys know that I use a lot of fragrances. But I think the only thing that can compare to Matiere Premiere's fragrance is perhaps some of the Yves Saint Laurent fragrances, which also have the same effect where they last on your clothes and on your skin and you can smell it for days after. And I absolutely love that. I love this idea of somebody being able to identify you through your scent and being like, oh my God, isn't that your fragrance, right? And I feel like today so many people have particulars or particular scents that they love purely because they're trending on social media or purely because people say that they're associated with the luxe and the wealthy. However, I think that fragrances should speak to you and your individuality as a person, which is why, personally, for me, not a lot of people might be using this, but that's because they're sleeping on it and they don't understand how amazing this fragrance is. I absolutely love it. Okay, guys, so that was my little review of two of my favorite fragrances. As you guys know, I rated them based on my personal preferences for fragrances. Chanel Le is incredibly light, effortless, breezy, chic, and Matiere Premiere is decadent, opulent, luxurious. And I hope those keywords give you a better understanding of what the fragrances are about. Of course, I'm not a perfume expert, so I'm not going to be sitting here talking about the components of each fragrance. I'm sure you guys can find a lot of YouTubers on here that do that. But from my experience and what I prefer, these two fragrances have amazing selling points and they've won me over. So if you guys want to check them out, I'll leave the links in the bio for you guys to shop. And this video is not sponsored. You guys know that everything I talk about is through my own authentic experience. And that's my review of Chanel Le and Matiere Premiere.